No, 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 no! Why does everything bad happen to me? What's up everybody, Chris Gault here, and today we're going to talk about how to stop feeling sorry for yourself. This is very important, so stay tuned. Make sure you watch the full video to get the full effect, because I'm going to go over a few things. They tie together, so to really get the benefit from the video, you need to watch the whole thing. And then make sure you take action, because you can't change anything in your life unless you actually take action. Quick disclaimer, I am not a doctor, so if you're feeling depressed or have any other medical condition, make sure you consult with your doctor, not me. This video is for those of us that have felt some self-pity at times and want to get back on track with their lives, their best possible lives, and that's what this video is really for. So the first tip is to stop comparing yourself to others. It really doesn't help in doing that, and it's so easy to think that your life might be miserable or you're going through a bad patch in your life and that nobody else does. But I can tell you right now, everybody goes through tough times. They just might not communicate it as much, and some people really bottle it in and don't talk to anybody about it. But what you can't do is you cannot just assume that someone has it all together. Most people have something going on in their lives all the time. And knowing that you're not alone in this does help out, because you know you're not alone. Everybody has these feelings. There's no such thing as a perfect world, and maybe that's for the good, because maybe life would just be completely boring if everything worked out perfectly all the time. So just know that there are going to be some curveballs thrown in your life, just like everybody, and it's just how you deal with them is how you get past them. How you get past those obstacles that hit you in your life. Just know that the person that you think has it all together and is living a perfect life probably is living the same kind of life you're living, they just don't show it. The next tip is to accept failure as nothing more but a learning tool. Failure has no judgment to you as a person, so don't feel that you're a failure if you fail sometimes. Everyone is going to fail. That just means that you're actually trying. And actually, the only people who never fail are the ones who never take any risks or never try anything new. That way they can't fail because they're not trying to do anything. But you can't grow if you don't fail. Think of it as a baby learning to walk. When you first are a baby and you're learning to walk, you're going to fall down. You're going to fail at walking. But eventually you learn how to walk. But what would happen if a baby just gave up and said, fine, I'm not going to learn how to walk because it's just too hard. I failed a couple times. I'm not going to do it anymore. You would never walk. That does make you a failure, because yes, you failed a couple times, you stopped trying, or you never tried at all and you never got anywhere in your life. But if you fail a few times and then you master it, then that is succeeding. Anyone would say that's succeeding, even though you fail a few times. So you can associate that with anything in your life, that you know, whatever it is, you're going to fail out of that first. A comedian who gets up there and tells jokes. Every good comedian has probably had a very, very bad days where no one's laughed. But if they didn't go through those days, they wouldn't be able to be the great comedians that they are now, because they learned from that failure. Failure can also open the door to new and exciting opportunities. To get fired from a job or whatever, you just get so tired of the job you leave. It forces you to find a new job, and maybe you love that new job and it gets you out of the job that you hate. So it does open up new opportunities. So don't look at failure as, oh my gosh, I'm a failure. Look at it as, hey, this is going to open up some new opportunities for me in my life and to change things up a bit. So hear me out. What I'm saying is embrace failure as a friend and not as a foe or an enemy. The next tip is to stop trying to be perfect. None of us are. I hate to break it to you. No one is perfect. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. No one's perfect. And if you hold yourself to that level of perfection, you're just going to disappoint yourself all the time. So what you want to do is don't just realize you're not perfect, nobody else is, and you don't have to be perfect. And just move on. You know, you're going to make mistakes, and that's okay. Everyone makes mistakes in life. All you can do is do your very best, and as long as you're honest that that is your best, then you're going to live an awesome life. But you just have to be honest that that is your best try, and you're going to be fine. Really, that's all you can do anyway, is do your best. The next tip is to take control of your own life and don't let anyone else run it for you. Examples: I want a better job, but my boss won't let me. I want to move, but I have to stay close to my family. I want to travel, but I have no one that wants to travel with me. You know, it's your life. You know, you need to take control of it, and you have to do what's best for you. So going by those examples that we just talked about, you can find a new job, maybe one that you love, and you can, or go into business for yourself. But you probably want to do, just a little tip here too, you might want to actually do that first before you quit your other job. Find another job or start a business, and once that gets going and it's actually something that can sustain you with, then you go with that. I opened up a running store after 20 years of being in the accounting and finance field. My wife actually kept her job for a little while there until we got it going, but we got it going so fast that she was able to get out after a year, and we both ran that store for 13 years before we sold it. And we just love the fact that we were able to do that because we owned our own business and we were in control of our own destiny, and we didn't leave it up to some boss that might determine what our worth is, and also this the clocking in, clocking out in a job that maybe we didn't love. And so you could do it, but make sure that you have something lined up before you quit, unless you could just quit and you have the financial need to do that. The other one is go ahead and move. You don't have to, no one says you have to live right next to your family. With technology, you can always get them on FaceTime, you can call them, you can always visit. If you could fly, you could drive, you can always get there, but you don't have to be on top of them all the time. So you can move away and live where you want to live, knowing that that doesn't mean that you're never going to see these people again. So just do it if that's what you want to do, and that's what you're passionate about, is living in a certain area, and what's holding you back is other people. Just do it. Just go do it. You can also travel solo. I know a lot of people did. My wife, Robin, actually did when she was really young. She was in her 20s. She bounced all around Europe all by herself. And you could do it. There's also meetup groups and Facebook groups where you can meet people that want to travel too, and they're solo, and you can go. I would just make sure you're traveling with the right person there before you do it, but you could do that and you can go travel and have a good time. There are also clubs that you can join. There's single clubs that you can join that go travel, and you can find a way to travel even though if you don't have anyone that you know personally to go travel with. In these groups, these single groups, actually you'll meet people there and you'll pick up great friends that way when you go travel. Just go out and live your best possible life. Take control of the steering wheel of your life and just drive and do whatever you want to do. That's what you want to do, and that's going to make you feel a lot better in life, and that's going to keep you from all the self-pity that's out there. And that's all I had for this video. If you have any questions, tips, suggestions, anything, put them in the comments below and I will meet you down there shortly. And if you like the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and also make sure you subscribe to the channel and ring the bell notification if you haven't already. And if you know anybody who can use healthy living videos like this one, make sure you share the video and the channel with them so they can join in all the fun. And for more tips on how to live a happier, healthier life, 2 videos are going to pop up any moment. You can click on any of those videos and you can continue your happy, healthy living journey. And I will see you all next time.